The saying, show me your company and I'll show you where you'll be in 5 years, hasn't been more real for me for the past 2 years. The past year, since I've been started going to college, I've been surrounded by people from every walk of life. I haven't found one person, especially in the area I live in, who is dedicated and motivated to make a name for themselves, to make a living for themselves. You know, like I have friends online. They have goals, they have ambitions, they have the same mindset as I do to make a name for themselves, to make it, as someone called it, make it out of the matrix. But here, people don't have that mindset at all. They're just living day by day, really enjoying it every day, just letting it pass without doing anything, literally nothing for tomorrow. I don't even think they're happy today. And that's very scary. They're living in the moment and not to the fullest either. Even though my mindset was, as I thought it was solid and unbreakable. Over the past couple of like 6 or 7 months, in my first year in college, it has changed. My mindset is the same. I still want to do that. I still want to break out of this rat race or whatever you want to call it. There's a great book written by Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil, in which he talks about grifters and the non-grifters. Grifters are basically people who let life dictate their next move, who let their society dictate their next move. They don't have a mind of their own. They formulate opinions based off on others' opinions, not on based on facts, and they don't think on their own at all. Just do what they're told. They also distract themselves from being productive by indulging in everything that's common today, like drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, and temporary pleasures, basically. So that's what I've been dealing with. I've seen myself in the past couple of months becoming a grifter, and that's really scary. I would never thought that I would be one of the grifters. That's not a life I want to live personally. If you want to live that life, go ahead. It's up to you, your decision, your life. But I personally would never want to live that life because it's a life in which you're living like an NPC, basically, just doing what everyone tells you to do, not having thoughts of your own, not having a mind of your own. And that's the most scariest thing that I can think of. Unfortunately, I have seen myself becoming a grifter. I've been procrastinating like crazy. Even though college, the thing is with college that it's just another world, you know? There are people from every walk of life, and you make new friends, and all of their mindsets are like children, basically. They want to just have fun, enjoy the moment, and go out to eat somewhere, go out to do something, some activity here or there, and that just wastes a lot of your time. I don't know how to better explain it than this, but yes, and as long as you're around these people, your mindset starts to become like theirs too. Even if your mindset does not start to become like theirs, your actions do. You start to, because you can't talk about what you want to talk, usually talk about your goals, your ambitions with people like this because they can't relate, they can't fathom the level of complexity you think. You know, I've been going through a spiral the past couple of months. I've been procrastinating, giving to like temptations, and I think that I'm not going to the gym as much. I've been falling off basically. I've been going to a spiral, and I realized that, and I said, and I think this was all from God. Now I'm better, but over the past couple of months, my relationship with God has also gotten very distant. Obviously, from my side, I haven't been praying as much, which no one but me to blame for. The thing is, which I realized that my mindset a couple of months ago, even though it was the best it could have ever been, in my opinion, but the one thing that I was starting to become was arrogant. Because when you're breaking hard in every way, not missing any gym session, not any work sessions, not cheating on your diet, going hard in everything in every way. You start to think that because over time it becomes kind of a habit, if you start doing it consistently, praying 5 times a day and everything. So over time, you start thinking, why aren't other people like this? All these people are so weak. I'm better than everyone because I can do this. There are others doing it, and that is one of the worst things to do. The worst things to think because you are them. You're no better than anyone else. A few couple of wrong decisions or a couple of wrong company would have led you to be in their positions. You understand what I'm saying? So after all of these couple of months, I feel like I needed to be humbled. I need to be humbled. I need to work on myself, and I have worked on myself, but I need to work on myself a lot more and never think about someone to be less. But they're just in a position in their life you've been too. And no matter how much you disagree with me, that is the truth. They are in a position to which you were in. If you look at their position, you might be in that position of a year or 2 years ago, a couple of years ago, but they are no different than you. They just haven't made that decision that changed your life. Basically, this is my first video back, and hopefully, inshallah, it's nothing but consistency from here. I'm trying my best to break from this cycle of this cottage life in which I'm wasting my time, not growing any businesses, not growing any social media, not working with clients and anything. Because over the past couple of months, I've worked with a few clients, but it's not been that crazy. I haven't been super focused like I was a year ago. My goal for the rest of the year, to the unbelievable, to do greatness, nothing but great. The help of God, obviously, to work until I can't work anymore. Not cheat on my diet, have fun here and there, not be too strict with it, because there's a famous saying, when you cage your desires, they eat your dreams. This basically means that taming desires does not mean just cutting them off. It means finding the right balance, and that comes in everything. Workouts, like diets, everything. Because if you don't have a balanced diet, you should be healthy most of the times, but you can like have a cheat meal or other. Because if you don't, then over time you're just gonna fall off completely, or you won't be happy. For the next 6 months, I set myself already past in 25. My goal, hundreds of thousands, if not $1 million this year in the next 6 months. Right now, I don't exactly know how I'm gonna do it. I have an idea, probably something to do with op right now. The clipping agency format is going crazy right now. Could be that, or let's see. From now on, I'm gonna show you everything that I'm gonna do. Basically, show you my thought process. I'm gonna have a journal in which I'm gonna write all my thoughts and all my opinions about what I should do next. And I'm gonna share the moment when I'm writing the journal with you guys. Also, I made a whole new channel because I need a fresh start, and there are no videos on this channel. If you're wondering who is this masked guy talking, looking at this feeling or something. So basically, I'm just a normal person. I just don't like to show my face, and I want to document my journeys for me to see and for everyone else to see and get inspired by who comes across these videos. Just like any other guy, I'm just working to get out of the rat race. So with that being said, I've been Imzak, and as always, I'm rooting for you.